Welcome to this segment of The Wealthy Life. With us today is Patti Dolan with Sage Connected Investing at Raymond James. Patti, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sybil.
Let's talk about responsible investing.
Great.
What does that mean, and how is it different than traditional or more conventional ways of investing?
Well, responsible investing is quite simply aligning values and investments. So, what are you passionate about? What are you concerned about? Would you be comfortable in investing in a tobacco company or a company that has poor labor practices? So those are really important to make sure that they're not in your portfolio.
So what are some of the things that investors need to look for when deciding if a company is responsible?
Well, there's really three pillars in investing responsibly, and that's environment, social, and governance. So environment, how does a company work with the environment? Are they concerned about the environment? Secondly is the social aspect. So how are they working within the community? How do they treat their employees? And third is governance. How are they ran? How do they compensate their executives? So that's really important.
Why is it important that people invest responsibly?
Well, if you're investing in a company that you wake up one morning and they're headline in your local newspaper or they're making BNN, those are not great companies to be invested in long term. Companies that have good practices in place are usually prepared for issues so they don't end up in the headlines, and they don't tend to lose as much money, right?
Because it's always the bad news that's on the headlines, and so you don't want to be on the front page of the paper for engaging in child slave labor or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
As an investor, those types of things cause your share price to go down. But there's a myth out there, I think it's a myth, that responsible investing returns aren't always as good as traditional investing.
No, absolutely not. It's proven that companies that are well governed are more profitable. So the best ran companies are the most profitable companies.
And that makes sense to me too, because you want to invest in a company that is going to be here for the long run. And those are companies that are doing things the right way.
Exactly.
So what are the big tips or three takeaways that you might have for investors on how they can invest responsibly?
Well, there's really three steps. And so the first are knowing your own values. Second is to set goals, both social and financial goals. So it's really important to know what direction you want your money invested. And third, it's really important to know where your comfort level is, and that has to do with risk and return. So as I mentioned before, the best ran companies are usually the most profitable.
And everybody wants to make a profit.
Absolutely.
That's why we're here, to live the wealthy life. But investing responsibly can be overwhelming. And if you're not sure if you're investing in a responsible company or not, contact us and we'll send you a copy of the United Nations Principles of Responsible Investing booklet. Patti, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom today.
Thanks, Sybil.